Let's talk about how to read an SDS. SDS stands for Safety Data Sheet. It used to be called an MSDS for Material Safety Data Sheet, but we dropped the M to make it leaner and more hip. The new SDS is a 16-section document that is sent electronically to a customer and can also be found at lincolnelectric.com. Inside all Lincoln Electric consumable welding products, there is a safe use guide, which gives you information on where to find the SDS for a particular product. You can also use the QR code on the package. Okay, David, can you please move away from the screen? You know what? It's okay. We'll just go full screen to the shots of the SDS. Section 1 has the name of the manufacturer, the product type, and the name and identification number for the product. Pretty straightforward. Section 2, hazard identification, provides an overview of the hazards associated with the particular product. David, how are you even doing that? Why don't you look at an actual SDS? There are some on the table. Section 3 is a breakdown of the hazardous ingredients in percentage by weight in the unused product. I'm talking about this section here, David. Don't worry, most of this information is for use by your industrial hygienist. Section 4 is basic first aid info. Section 5 covers firefighting measures. Oh no. We have to keep moving while you're doing whatever it is you're doing. Section 6, spill control measures. Section 7 is handling and storage. Those are pretty self-explanatory. Oh, good idea, David. Section 8 is one of the largest and most important sections of the SDS. The first part lists exposure limits set by regulatory entities like OSHA and recognized health science organizations, with specific references listed by country, state, and province. Okay, that's fine as long as you guys stay seated so we can see. The second part of Section 8 lists exposure limits for chemical byproducts produced during use or decomposition, biological exposure indices, as well as additional information regarding exposure guidelines, engineering controls, and personal protection. This section lists the basic material properties such as pH, flammability, etc. The next two sections, stability and reactivity, and toxicological information, contain information about the chemical and physical hazards. George, can you sit up front with David and Francis? Pardon me. These sections detail the variables affecting exposure potential, as well as potential effects of acute or long-term overexposure, including potential carcinogenic and reproductive effects. This information can be a useful reference for industrial hygienists, safety personnel, and/or occupational health professionals. Section 12 covers environment effects. 13 is about proper disposal. Ted, could you please sit down? Section 14 tells you how to safely and legally transport the material. 15 is important legal mumbo-jumbo, and 16 is additional information, usually information about hazards that are present only when welding with the particular product. A Lincoln Electric SDS will also contain Lincoln's maximum fume exposure guideline. Everyone, please! Shh. Hopefully you've all learned how to read an SDS.